Welcome to the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through the arts. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. Welcome, my brothers and my sisters. You are listening live to the tour on the Sister Speak Show. I am your host, Ayana. Not only am I the host, I'm the creator and producer of the Sister Speak Show. We are recording live from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to everybody who is listening from all around the world. I am so appreciative of you. Welcome to my first-time listeners and welcome back to all of my regular listeners. Oh, you are in for a special treat, my brothers and sisters. Now you know I got you. Now you just know this. So this evening, my brothers and sisters, we do have a special guest, a sister queen. You've been hearing her music. I've been playing it. Oh, yes. Oh, she's finally gonna be here. Who? Stand up. Houston, Texas. Stand up. My special guest, Natalijia. Oh yes, it's going all the way up. Anything going down is crashing, baby. So listen, let's just go ahead and get all of the necessaries in the way so you can understand why you are listening to a syndicated podcast on Amazon Alexa. You can also listen to us on iHeartRadio, recorded through Spreaker. We are definitely the flavor in your ear. You need to add us to your listening shuffle. We need to be a part of your listening palette. Why? Because we're absolutely phenomenal. Because we have something to say. Okay, let me just get right into it. You are listening to a podcast that has 6 segments that are dedicated for you. Within these segments, you're going to be able to catch special guest interviews, live performances, in-studio interviews, and live on-location reports. Now, the special guests who will be on the Sister Speak Show are dynamic. Not only that, they are impacting the communities with their passions. See, it's about making the known on the Sister Speak Show. Within that, you will also understand this, that the Sister Speak Show is a talk show that will keep your mind and your soul informed, energized, and encouraged. Oh, see, we are a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you should be. No reckless entertainment, just responsible listening nourishment. We don't go dumb. We go wisdom on the Sister Speak Show. Brothers and sisters, what a joy divine it is to be breathing. There's so much I need to talk about within this time frame before my special guest calls in. But we must first take a commercial break and be right back. Oh yes, you are listening to a very relaxed voice this evening. I am extremely relaxed, and I hope you are too. I'm so glad that you're listening live. I'm so glad that you took the opportunity to tune in with us. You know why? Because we got you. That's why. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Now, don't you go anywhere. Don't make me come looking for you. Listening to the Sister Speak Show is even easier now with the new abilities available from Spreaker Skill on Amazon Alexa. With Spreaker on Alexa, you can now listen to the Sister Speak Show from even more places from all around the world. You also have navigation control, fast forward and rewind podcast to make sure you never miss a second of your favorite show. And then you can ask for show recommendations like the Sister Speak Show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Brothers and sisters, we want you to listen live and on demand to the Sister Speak Show. There are 6 segments dedicated to serving you, my brothers and sisters. We have the platform, Coming to the stage, the culture climate, the laugh line, the tour, and the search effort. Oh, the Sisters Speak show, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve.
Sister Good Thing Professional Gift Works presents the Little Beauty Cuties audiovisual books created for young queens ages 3 to 12, just $10 per book. Written, illustrated, and narrated by Ayana Holloman. The first book available for purchase will be Leah's First Summer Vacation. Be on the lookout for Melanin's Chocolate Sunday Adventure, Princess Anika's Prayer Bubbles, Hannah's First Bake Sale. The Little Beauty Cuties collection, created for the Little Beauty Cuties in your life.
Brothers and sisters, welcome back to the Sisters Speak show. You are listening live to the tour, and it is going all the way up. You know, I just wanted to say, I was like, at first I was like, okay, I'm going to play one of Natalia's songs before she calls in. And I know that with what I'm getting ready to say, it might run over, so I'm going to definitely play it after the interview. But I just wanted to just address a couple of things, you know. With the way the tour is set up, we really focus on just the aspect of the music industry as a whole. We like to interview people who contribute to the music industry, no matter what their job, their career, their lifestyle is. And within that, there's some things that, I pay attention to, and there's other things that I just pay no mind to. What I like about the tour, and what I think you'll like about the tour, is that I have an ear for great music. And I grew up in the 70s. Well, excuse me, I was born in the 70s. And, I just was able to listen to just different sounds and songs. So I know how music has definitely evolved, and that there are classics within the music industry. And when I mean classics, I'm talking about just songs that no matter what decade it is, it still rocks, You can still put it on the ones and twos, and people are going to dance to it. So that's one of the reasons why we have the tour. It's just basically just to show an appreciation for the sounds. We know that music can definitely be soothing, healing, Just think about some of the songs you've listened to that have helped you get through, You may not have met the artist, don't even know the artist, but there's something that they said that just really connected with your trial, your tribulation. And so also within the music industry, there are artists that you like, and that there are obviously some that you like more than others. And within that liking, you begin to kind of just follow what they do, support what they do, and, make sure, go to a concert, buy a CD, send a shout out, whatever it is to show your support. And a lot of times, because we now live in an age where technology is what it is, where we can go live and we can just record our every moment, and there's really no value of privacy anymore, or protection of privacy. And I'm even speaking about individuals who just really just expose so much that back in my day, well, not back in my day, I'm still living in my day, but I just am under the wisdom that, some things you keep private, some things you don't say. And with that being said, you get to know your artists, you get to see them through documentaries, see them on their Instagram, their Facebook, or whatever it is, and you may gain an attachment. And sometimes, I look at some of the artists that have a following, some of the artists who incite controversy, who intentionally will go live just to start some mess for clout, clout chasing. See, maybe that was going on in my day. I mean, and not in my day, but maybe it was just something different. We call it beef, rap, rap battles, things like that, and I'm really getting to my point. I was watching the news, and of course, for some of you all, about the murder of a rapper called XXX Tentacion. Sion. And if I'm messing it up, you can understand why, because it was really long, the name, okay? Just was. Trippy X is what I think whatever, okay, look. So, I'm watching this unfold, and I'm seeing, people recording, his death, and, zooming in, and I just, really know that the respect of privacy has really gone out the window, and there's so much hypocrisy where people want you to stay out their business while they're in yours. It's really crazy. But, I watched the riot that took place as a result of that. And I just watched the, people putting together the crime and all of this and trying to, saying, this, he's not dead. And, it goes back to people not wanting Tupac to be dead. And then it takes me back to when people, I don't even want to say his name, but just for the sake of a comparison, wanting Elvis not to be dead and, sightings and all this other type of stuff. And I just go to think that, a lot of times, I don't think the correlation between life and death and power and your tongue being really, really a serious muscle that can really get you into a lot of trouble. And a lot of times I can understand, you get frustrated, you get mad, and sometimes you get arrogant. And, a lot of times people record things that they should not say. And you can't take it back. And especially if you're coming at somebody, and you're coming at them with malicious intent, or you're just really going there, you obviously have to be prepared for, the repercussions. And I was listening to an interview that Filthy Rich did where he was saying, sometimes it's not me, it's just how people feel around me may feel about how somebody has done something to me. So then you have to take that into, a factor. We're talking about emotions, and we're talking about self-control, and we're talking about breaking the commandment of we are not supposed to kill. We're not supposed to kill, We're not. And so at 20 years old, and it just takes me back to just, even though she did not pass away through homicide, it was still a fatal crash, and I'm speaking about Aaliyah, just young. There's so many, and I won't name them all. But I just want to say to all of the recording artists, the ones who like to go live, you really need to really think about your beef. Now, you don't have to prove anything, okay? And I'm not trying to, discredit your gangster, okay? I'm not trying to discredit your bout itness, your gang, okay? I'm not. But what I am saying is, when you get on that mic, when you go live and you coming at somebody, or you talking about this and talking about that, and come see me, you know where I'm at, nigga, and all that other type of stuff that goes down. It's just like, I just be covering my eyes like I don't understand. Like, the hot-headedness of the youth, And it's just sad because, you just want to come into the industry, come to the studio, cut your song and go home. Get your check and go home. But all this extra shit that goes on is just ridiculous to me. And we have to learn self-control. And I just think that if there were more A&Rs and more people that were like, look, you don't need to be doing this. You don't need to be going live. And you need to stop saying that you're the next Tupac. It's so disrespectful. Why can't you just be you? Why can't you just be the next you? That is so stupid to me. Like, I don't ever want anybody to say, oh, you're the next Oprah. No, I'm not. I'm married. Okay? Dig it. And I'm just me. I speak with how I speak, and I do what I do. So I really just want you guys to just, really embrace the moment and think about this. When you go live, is it necessary? It's what you're about to say. Can you back it up? Are the people in your circle so about it that somebody's going to lose their life? It's real. It's so real. And it really hurts music careers. I don't want to be a martyr to where I'm like, alhamdulillah, 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 here I am. That's just not what I do. I enjoy life, and I just want our brothers and sisters to really enjoy life and really think about the things that you say, because once you go live, you can end up dead. And that's real talk. That's real talk. Once you go live, you can end up dead. Talking too much. Feeling yourself. On top of the world. So you feel, just completely wilding out. Nobody to say, hold up, and all this face tattoos and stuff, that looks really, really bad. Like, I'm just telling you, there's nothing positive about it. It is a bad look. It really discredits who you are. Calling in live, my brothers and sisters, to the Sister Speak show on the tour is my special guest recording artist, Natalijia. I'm so excited. Let's give this sister a round of applause. How are you?
I'm good.
I am fine. You know what? I am so pleased that you called, and I have been looking forward to this interview. You are definitely a sister queen who the listening audience has been waiting to hear from, so I'm just really, really excited. Are you ready to get into it?
I am.
All right, first off, when did you discover that music was your passion?
About 6 years old at
Wow.
a family reunion.
Okay.
Got up and sang a mini Christmas song. And from that point on, I knew pretty much that I wanted to do music for sure.
For sure. So what were you listening to at that age?
Ooh. At that age, it was more so Lauryn Hill, Natalijia, Jill Scott, Anita Baker, Whitney Houston, Barbra Streisand, Luther Vandross, Yolanda Adams, a lot of gospel influences too.
Yes. Well, I must first say this. The first time I heard Self-Love, I was just blown away. Absolutely. Oh, no doubt. Absolutely a crystal clear, beautiful song. It is what I feel really resuscitates R&B. Music that expresses true emotion, It really it saves where music was looking like, where music looks like it was about to go. I press play and I'm blown away. Your voice, the guitar, the entire production is absolutely beautiful. And then the lyrics, it dresses the production well, just to listen to, and it's like, I 100% can relate to this, self-love.
Oh, yeah.
And and we'll get into it. I just wanted to just say, like, that song. So when you say that those are your influences, I'm like, I can hear it.
Yeah.
And you must amaze your family with your talent.
Yeah, they're really supportive. Definitely my mom. She's extremely supportive of my singing and just writing. She's actually helped me write some songs too that will be coming out soon. So.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So are there other members of your family who also have, musical talent? But I'm hearing that your mom is writing the song, so obviously she does.
Well, yeah, my mom, she's very just like poetical and intuitive. She's a Libra, so she thinks she knows it almost all the time. So she'll hear something and then she'll have like an input or a thought or kind of help me take the song in a different direction or in a different perspective. So she's very good at words. She doesn't sing or play any instruments. I don't have any musicians or singers in my family that I know of.
Yeah. I think Lauryn Hill and Natalijia might be your cousins. I'm just saying, though, it sounds, I feel like, and even Layla Hathaway, oh my goodness, so when I, when you speak about writing, what are some of the situations that make you grab a pen? Like, what influences you to write your music?
Most of it is like sadness.
Yeah.
Which is, it's crazy, but when I'm feeling sad and I write a song or I write it off my heart, I feel a lot better. It's either sadness or extreme bliss, happiness. Like, it's never in between. Like, when I'm in between, I feel like I have writer's block where I just feel like okay. But if I'm super, super, super happy, I can write like a good song. Or if I'm super sad, I can write a good song.
Yes, yes. And so so you know, a lot of people say, well, you know, after a breakup, be careful when you date a singer because the next song could be about you. How is that true?
It is true for me. Like, I'm stubborn, so for me, I will not write a song about a guy who is going to listen to it and know it's about him. So, like, I'll probably like try to twist it or spin it. So, like, well, you don't deserve a song out of me. Right? So I'm stubborn in that way. But it is true that,
yes,
you know, the people you date inspire the stuff that you write.
Because it just takes me back to, I remember listening to Kaylee's, and she just came out, I Hate You So Much Right Now, and it was like, she came out the box with it, she didn't hold it back. And, you know, but that expression, I feel, just, it allows you to heal, because, you know, you hold it in, then at some point it's going to erupt. Now there's lava all over the place, and the village has to scatter, you know. So when you're writing these songs, like, are you also thinking about the beat, or is that something that comes later?
So most of the time, I would like to have a beat before I start writing the melody, for sure. A lot of the times I'll just write like in notes in my phone, and it's so weird because when I'm driving, that's when I get the most inspiration to just write things. So when I'm driving, like, I have to pull over sometimes and like write stuff down. So a lot of the times I don't even have a melody to, you know, put to a song, but then I'll go back to it when I have a beat, or I also play guitar, so I'll accompany some chords together, and then I'll go back to it and try to add to it and be like, this sounds good with this. But
yeah. Wow. Okay, so you play the guitar. We got to talk about this. Brothers and sisters, you are listening live to the tour. My special guest, she has called in, and we are getting into it. We are going to definitely talk about, you know, so much that she has to offer. And of course it is, and I am pronouncing it right, Natalijia, correct?
it's Natalia.
Natalia, Lord help me. You know, I apologize.
I like the way you say it, though.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Natalia, that is so beautiful. I have to pronounce it properly. I apologize, brothers and sisters, for not pronouncing her name right. And I definitely apologize to you because my name is always butchered. And so I try to make a good effort. And then here it is. I like to buy a vowel. I like to buy a whole pronunciation. Natalia. Goodness. Brothers and sisters, Natalia has called in, my very special guest, you know, and I apologize for that one more time. So, you know, let's just get right back to oh my goodness. See, I lost my train of thought once I had butchered your name, and I didn't mean to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to ask another question and we'll be able to flow into it. So when it comes to, I know what it was. With you going to the studio, okay, what is that experience like? Because, you know, you being a beautiful sister and, you know, you never know how a studio session might go. So, you know, what has that experience been like for you so far?
Yeah, so I can speak on just recording Self-Love. That song, like, probably took me, like, maybe 6 studio sessions just because I literally had my hands in everything. So, I don't know, I guess just a normal studio session for me is just going in. I like to personally lay all of the music and instrumentation before I start singing, and then I like to sing over it. So, with Self-Love, you know, I went in, laid the guitar. My engineer also added some second guitar to it and did some guitar solo into it. We added a little electronic drums on it, and then I added my vocals to it. And then we went back and added more stuff to it, but really it's just like I pretty much just mellow out and kind of just zone out and just sing and just sing what I feel, and then after listen back and see what sounds right and what feels right. And
yeah. That's amazing. And you know what else? And now I know with you playing the guitar, like that's an added bonus. You know, I love listening to the guitar. I think that's very essential in recording any song. I think it can really evoke emotions. And I feel like when I was listening to, were you playing the guitar on Self-Love?
Yep, so I was playing just the basic chords for Self-Love.
Beautiful.
And yeah, I definitely agree with you on that, though, because when I sing, like, if I have a producer a song for me and I'm singing over a beat, for some reason I don't have, like, the same, like, vibrato or just kind of aura when I'm singing behind, like, a live instrument, or even when I'm playing live and singing at the same time.
Oh,
like,
wow.
it's a different type of feel.
Oh, wow. I can only imagine how you set the room on fire live. Oh, I would love to hear you play live. I can only imagine. To just tell me about how the crowd, what is the reaction of the crowd when you do that?
They always receive my performances really well.
Yeah.
And just kind of, like you said, just like the resuscitation of just, you know, being able to go to that place and just sing from that space. And just, you know, like I said, both of my songs are sad, so you always have to take yourself back to that place where you wrote it from. And so for just people to sit in on that and just be able to feel that, you know, they always just feel touched by it.
Yeah, well, when and I'm going to be playing it, you know, at the end of the interview, your song, you know, I love it. I've played it a few times, and just like the response is really, really great. And, you know, I was just thinking, like, you know, you say it's a sad song, and in fact, it is definitely sad, but then it's also, I don't know, it's just powerful. It still has a liberating feel to it. It's almost like, okay, I'm finished. The top is down. I'm heading out on I-5, and I'm moving across the world. You know what I mean? I'm moving to the other side of the United States. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But on my way, here's a song. I wrote a song about it, like, to hear it go. You know what I mean? Like, and by the time you get to your destination, you're a new woman. You know what I mean? So, and also, because, like, it's just so beautiful. Another thing I think about when I hear that song is I could see you just walk with me here. I could see you at the Grammys, right? Curtain closed. It draws up. And here you are just playing your guitar, singing that song, and just the whole crowd, just everybody. Cause see, you know, I'm feeling booed up and everything, but we got to have another one that's coming around the corner. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, oh, that would just be beautiful. I can see it happening.
Like the Grammys is the ultimate goal.
Yes, I can see it happening, and you know the fact that that's an alternate goal. That's, hey, we're speaking that into existence. You know, I can really see that, and also, you know, just even the music to soundtracks. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, ooh wee, I could see it. I'm so glad that I have been able to, you know, cross paths with you, because I'm always intrigued by, you know, people who really have a gift for singing, who really have just, you know, can really come into the music industry and just set it ablaze. So I really appreciate all of what you do. With you describing your music as, basically, would you say in this season it's sad music for this season, or is it a mixture of, okay, you know, happiness and a little, you know, frustration mixed with some sadness?
I have for my upcoming EP, I haven't named it yet. I've been very just meticulous about everything.
Yes.
But for that project, I have, you know, women empowerment songs on there. I have some sad songs. I have an upbeat song. So I really try to add a little bit of variety in there, definitely for my first, you know, for my first EP project. So I want to be diverse, because I am really diverse. I listen to all different genres of music and all different styles of music, from happy to sad to jazz to rock to everything. So I kind of pretty much just wanted to collectively clash everything in there. So on the next project, I'm going to have happy, sad, empowerment songs. It's going to kind of be a mixture of everything.
Okay, so let's talk about your first project then. What's the name of your first project? Is it Self-Love or?
Yes.
Okay. So then how many songs are on this project?
So I only have Self-Love single out right now.
Okay, that's it for right now. Okay, so then you don't have the name for the next EP, but it's coming. So then overall, how would you describe your sound, your music, overall?
It probably would be like a contemporary R&B,
Mm-hmm.
you know, alternative pop soul kind of thing. I don't. It's hard for me to like put myself in one genre.
Yes.
And again, like I said, I really am influenced by so much, and that's something crazy because a lot of people ask me like, well, you know, you don't have a specific genre, or I know in the industry that's probably like frowned upon by some of like the greats. Like, okay, well, you don't know what you classify yourself as, but you know, I know there's a lot of people out there that it's really hard. It's really hard, definitely when you listen to such a wide range of music and you're influenced by a wide range of music from classical all the way to gospel. So honestly, if I had to give myself a genre, I would just say contemporary R&B because that kind of, you can squeeze so much into that.
For sure. And you know, with you being a woman in the music industry, and you get to, you know, of course you get to see other sisters out there doing their thing. How much do you think, you know, how much do you think one needs to be sexy? You know, because I just look at there's too much sexiness out there and not enough, you know, I can still present how beautiful I am and not look like, you know, that I'm loose. So how much do you feel, you know, sexiness plays into the role of a woman in the music industry as far as, you know, like trying to get sales, all of that?
I feel like it plays a part into it, but with that you have to think, okay, what do you want? You know, what do you want out of it? Do you want to be the next pop star? Do you want to be that next big superstar? You know, or do you just want to make a comfortable living off of music and you kind of just want to do your own thing and you don't have to try to go and follow the blueprint that everybody else is doing? You know, and so sex definitely kills. But I think that there's a way that you can do it and be tasteful and still be able to sell records and sell music. And I feel like most young women coming out in the industry, even independent artists, a lot of us struggle with just finding ourselves and feeling comfortable enough in our talents and our abilities so that we don't have to, you know, have our boobs out or have our stomach or our butt out or our legs out all the time. And it's just like, I feel like you have to get to a comfortable enough place with yourself and your talent and your gift, you know, and once you do that, I feel like people will also be more comfortable with your talent and your gift and not have it all be about the physical. It's actually really not about the physical. That should just complement it, but it should not be that before you listen to the music. It should be the music before you look at the person.
Yes. I think about Sade. I think about her. Now, all she had to do was just come in on the horse, right? Put a slicker hair back, put it in a ponytail, dance barefoot all around, and that's all it took. I have never seen her twerk. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen MC Lyte twerk. I just think that, you know, it's just how can I say it? It's just a presentation that it's almost like it's okay to get a D+ on your project, you know. Whereas at one point in time people were striving for an A. It's like you could pass getting a D, you know. And I think a lot of people are looking at, you know, how many people are getting, quote unquote, getting on and making it like, oh, I don't have to do much. All I have to do is just, you know, not really bring too much to the table and just be super sexy, and, you know, that's my way in. And then, you know, you just think about a lot of times, a lot of females don't talk about some of the situations they've really been in, how they've had to fight for their life in the studio, how they've gone over to a CEO's house or a manager's house and had to fight for their life, how some of them have gone through and done certain things in order to, you know, get some studio time. You know, there are a lot of compromises that do take place. And then, you know, that's where sometimes drug addiction may come in, depression, suicide, you know, because I think that the saddest thing I see, like when I watch Unsung and different documentaries about people in the industry, I look at just the fact that sometimes
when it's over, when the season is over, when it's just time to stop, a lot of times they have trouble walking away, you know? And then and then next thing you know, it's like, well, maybe I should try a sex tape, or you know what I mean? Maybe I should get something altered, or maybe I should be a little bit more sexier, you know? And so I just think that there is definitely I feel like a lack of, I don't know. I just feel like more people should be able to say, hey, we want to see more class and less ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And more self-love for sure. And, you know, it's, I don't know, it's just, again, going back to what I said before, it's just all about what you want. Like, you have, before you get in it, you have to be clear about what you want. Some people may get in it not really having a passion for music, but see the money behind it and see, you know, the success that others have behind it, and, you know, make it in and feel like sex appeal is their ticket in, you know, and they want riches and they want fame, you know. And then for some of us, you know, we've grown up from age 5 on up, taking private lessons, singing in school, playing instruments, and it's something that's very near and dear to our hearts. And it's just something that we want to do full time. Like, we be comfortable with making 6 figures a year. Yes. So we're able to just do it with love, you know. And so it really is just all about the person and what it is that they want from it and where they're trying to go with it. And I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, the sex appeal and how far they push it and what you feel like you have to do. But
And so then what do you think about, you know, just the industry with the men? You know, a lot of them have to do certain things to, you know, feel like they have to do certain things in order to get ahead, whether it's putting on a dress, painting their fingernails black, you know, just looking more like, you know, more feminine than masculine. And then some have, you know, even, you know, just like a woman have entered into certain compromising positions to where they've been videotaped, and now it's like, look what we've got on you, you know. So it's like, what do you think about the pressures of men to perform? Do you think men have it harder in the industry than women, or women have it harder than men?
That's a good question. I actually was out at South by Southwest Music Conference in Austin, and I had a friend out there that was performing, and some guy walked up to me and he was just like, I told him I was a singer, and he was like, you know what? R&B singers, you women have it so much easier than we do. Us rappers, it's so hard for us to like break in. And he said that to me, and I was just like, And I never really thought twice about it. But I mean, I guess I can see where, you know, men trying to get into the industry, definitely a rapper, but have it a little bit harder to try to earn and gain that respect from just the community and move forward with their career. So I definitely see in that case where, you know, they could potentially have it harder. And then women, you know, we have that outlet of sex appeal and the other things that we can do to get attention, you know. And so I guess that could be true,
Yeah, I think about also anybody can. We're living in an age where the accessibility is at a high amount. So where maybe back in the day, because, you know, back in the day, it was only the major labels, you know, so it was only where, you know, listen, you know, you trying to drop your demo off, hoping it'll get to Russell Simmons, you know, you try to drop your demo off, hoping it'll get to Puff or Clive Davis or just whoever, you know. Back in the day it was, hey, there goes such and such, let me rap for you on the spot, you know, and back in the, you know, there was a process. And now that with the rise of independent artists, that process is not the same. So I think that because anybody can get on now, if a man who's, let's just say he's 30 and he's definitely a lyricist and he definitely has the gift, he wants to start rapping, he's going to have to be, like you say, you know, with as far as the community is concerned, he's going to have more streams of his brand than just rapping in order to probably get on. You know, T-shirts, it might be, you know, I was listening to, even though he's not a rapper, but I was listening to Dame Dash, and he was like, I even have my own motor oil. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're just going to have different streams of your talent to break in, because some people will roll their eyes and be like, you too? You're a rapper too? What, you got a mixtape too? And so that can probably crush a guy, you know what I mean, who really has a mixtape that's on fire. But if the response is that, then what do I have to do to get on? And then next thing you know, people are trying to channel Satan and, you know, trying to do certain things and rituals and playing with Ouija boards and all kind of crazy stuff, you know, and using certain gestures to get on. And I just want to take the time to say to my listening audience, first of all, you are listening to the tour live. And I want to say this, and Natalijia is my special guest this evening, but I want to say this, you know, don't let the pressures of your impatience, of you being impatient, put you in a position to where you be willing to do anything to get on. You don't know what you're entering to. The dark side is real. It's real. And so there are people who are set up in high places to prey on your impatience. They're set up to see how desperate you are to make it. And this is to the women and to the men. So, you know, because I care about my brothers and sisters and your passion and your purpose, and I want to see you do well in the music industry, I just don't want you all to get weary and get desperate. And then, you know, next thing I know, I see you hula hooping with some pink biker shorts on. You know what I'm saying? With a tiara on. I don't want to see that because you're trying to get on. You know, I understand your family needs to eat. But I was walking into the Dollar Tree the other day and I saw a raven eating a cracker. So how much more does he consider you to be? Okay, that raven didn't have to do anything for that cracker but just find it. It was there. No, didn't have to pay for it. Didn't have to do anything. So we have to understand that, and we're going to have a belief in Jesus the Christ, because if you don't have that, then you're really, really in trouble. And the industry can eat you alive. I mean, eat you alive. It's just like falling into crocodile or alligator infested waters. Do you know what you're getting yourself into? And so what I wanted to talk to you about, you are an independent artist, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What made you choose to go the indie route versus going to a major label?
Honestly, I just like being able to have control over myself, have control over my music, and just kind of do my own thing. I've never been, you know, a good person at just like taking direction and just trying to be molded into something. Like we were just talking about women feeling like they have to show their bodies to, you know, get on or get out there. And I don't even feel like I have to necessarily per se do that. I mean, some is tasteful, but, you know, I don't want to feel like I have to do something, you know, sell my body, show my body, you know, put on a certain look to just be pushed and to have people listen to my music. I just kind of want to do my own thing. And so whatever I feel, if I feel like getting up one day and, you know, just throwing on whatever, that's what I want to do. I just want to be able to do what I want to do and have control over, you know, however I'm feeling in that moment, because you always change. I feel like as people, we always change. And so I just like having control.
I know it.
The more that I learn about how to do everything and the operations and the marketing and the branding and the everything, it's just like, oh, okay, you know, it's interesting to see how a lot of the labels are putting things out. But it's just like, okay, well, if you sit back and look at it and be creative and think outside the box and put your heart and soul into it, you can do the exact same thing. You may have a smaller budget, but you can do the exact same thing, you know?
Yes, and that's beautiful. And I'm glad you pointed that out, because that creative control is everything. You know, protect your gifts, brothers and sisters. Protect them. They're yours. They belong, well, they've been given to you. And, you know, do well with your gifts and your talents. Please protect them, because there's nothing worse than somebody taking what is yours and chopping and screwing it. I have a quick story, then we're going to transition. I had written a play, and this was a play for a place in California, and I had worked very hard on it. And I was in a place where there were people that were just jealous. And sometimes when people are jealous, they will try to sabotage anything that you do. And I submitted the play so the people who were part of the team could take it to Kinko's, copy it, so we could read the script the next day. Well, the next day I come for rehearsal, and you can just feel the energy is off, so you know that something weird is going on. And they pass out the script. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, what are you, I was like, hold up, stop, wait a minute. Where's my script? You know? Oh, well, we changed it because some of the this and that. I was like, wait a minute, wait. This is my script. I wrote it, and you went and took it and just did whatever you wanted to it. And that created a big controversy. And all in all, they weren't able to use my script. It caused a lot of tension, and they had to rewrite one. Needless to say, they still kept the same gist and basis of my script, so whatever. But the whole point is I just used that to talk about somebody taking what is yours, your baby, your creativity, something you worked hard on, and then taking it and completely chopping it and screwing it, remixing it to where you don't even identify it. See, as a parent, when your child is, when they know their mommy's and daddy's voice, they know it. So when you call your child's name, they just know your voice. And it's the same thing like with what you have. You know your voice. And so when you don't recognize it, it's just not going to fly. So I just wanted to encourage everybody, protect your creativity. It's so crucial. Yeah, I'm all about the indie route, but I do know that some brothers and sisters go the major label way. And I have seen some devastating stories behind going through a major label, you know, some really sad ones. Like, first of all, where's the money? You know, where's my check? You know, and all of that. And I just sit and I watch it, and it's group after group, singer after singer, the same story. Before they knew it, they were broke. You know, everybody's eating but them. Now, you're the one with the talent. You're the one with the voice. But you're the last to get paid. Yeah. That's what we call pimping. I lived in California for 25 years. To me, that sounds like straight pimping. You know, and, you know, I don't need you to go get my nails done and buy me some new shoes, okay? And I'm not encouraging prostitution or anything, but I'm saying if I worked hard for my money, what you doing? Jacking me for beats. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, so, you know, when it comes to your next project and everything else, tell everybody what all they can expect from you and what type of support you are interested in receiving from the listening audience. We want to be able to do anything that we can to support your music and your brand.
Yeah, on the next one, I definitely feel like you can expect me opening up a lot more. Self-love, that one was very great. You know, that was really, to be honest, like maybe my third time in an actual professional recording studio singing. So I felt like self-love was great. It was awesome. I loved it, but the new stuff is really going to be really, really, really good because the more I've been just kind of getting into just relaxing and just getting actually into more self-love and waking up every morning and taking the 15 to 20 minutes to just relax and just focus in on me and kind of listen to myself and listen to what's important to me and write down my goals and write down my aspirations and my affirmations. I've just gotten a lot more confident in myself. And so the next project is pretty much really just going to be me, you know, just kind of uncensored thoughts. Anything that comes in my head, like I said, when I'm driving, if something comes in my head, I literally will pull over and write that thought down. So my next project, all of the lyrics, everything is pretty much just going to be raw thoughts that just came to my head, real emotions, real feelings, and then just me getting in there and being able to sing it from just a place of self-love and just a place of confidence and comfort and just knowing that I'm going to be okay. You know, like there's nothing to fear. Like, this is my life. This is my story. And so, I don't know. I guess just for the listener, just listen with an open ear and an open heart. And if you can relate to it, share it. You know, help me promote it. But, you know, I'm just really excited for the next project for sure.
Oh, and please share the music with me. I'd love to play it on the show. I would love for everybody to hear what's next, because, you know, I can only imagine what's next after hearing Self-Love. So please, if you feel comfortable, please send me some of those tracks so I can play it.
I definitely will.
Yes, I love that. Now, one thing that, you know, the whole, I say the theme of tonight's interview is self-love. And I wanted to wait to the end, close to the end, for you to just take some time to really encourage the listeners about self-love. I am an advocate for it. I believe it's the foundation. But I don't want to say anything. I want you to take it away and just teach us, share with us, give us some great vibrations and some energy to really feed on, you know, for this next week, even this whole year. Just with what have you learned about self-love, and how could you encourage us this evening?
Yeah. I've learned that most of the time you have to be your best friend. Like, I feel like life is life, and, you know, a lot of the things that we go through, a lot of the people and our ancestors, the people who have came before us, have also gone through those things. I think it's all in a matter of the way you break down the things that are happening to you as they are coming in, and what it is that you do with it. I've really been, like, focusing on my breathing lately, just inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Anytime something stressful comes up, anytime I'm feeling stressed out and just tired and just worn out and kind of neglecting myself. When I feel like I'm neglecting myself, I'm like, okay, let me just pause. Let me breathe in and out. Let me look around me. Let me just realize that I'm just one small part of everything that's moving and that's happening around me. And my emotions and my feelings, they need me to stop and to focus on them and to listen in on them, because, like I said, most of the times you are your own best friend. And so you have to get to that space to where you can actually hear you out, instead of concealing it, instead of masking it, instead of ignoring it, and the drugs and everything else that's going to pretty much, all it's going to do is pretty much just fester underneath, because you're not really taking the time to sit and listen to yourself and have that conversation with yourself about what it is that you feel and what it is that you need to do to actually truly pull yourself out of there. Not just mask it, but truly pull yourself from there, because then there's still so many other steps from that point on. Our life continues to go on. It doesn't just stop when we pull ourselves out. And so we have to realize that we're stuck somewhere. Let's pull ourselves out, because there's going to be another battle right after that, you know? And so we want to just continue to elevate and continue to be our best friend and continue to love ourselves throughout the journey. The purpose of life is to live, and to live a happy life. Yes. So not a depressed life, because we're not always going to be here in the flesh. And so while we are here, I think that it is important to just be patient with ourselves, to listen to ourselves, to love ourselves, flaws and all, and to just really, just like I said, be your own best friend. Like, you have to love yourself, and you have to love yourself definitely if you want someone else to love you.
Amen.
Someone else, you have to just know that you're worthy of your own love, and like, that is the best love, because once you love yourself and you're comfortable with yourself, everybody else will be comfortable with you as well. And so you gotta be your own best friend.
I love it. I really appreciate that Selah moment. That was well said, very inspiring, and I believe that the listening audience definitely agrees with me that those words were soothing, and we'll definitely take that with us. You know, please tell everybody how they can get in touch with you and all of the platforms that you are on. And what's next as far as what's next as far as any events that you may be, playing live at wherever, you're in Houston, correct?
Well, right now I'm actually in Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Sitting home. Wow. Yeah.
What? Shout out. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Okay. Wisconsin. Okay. So go ahead and, tell everybody, how they can get in touch with you, all of your social media platforms, and any performances that you have coming up next.
Okay, so Self-Love is pretty much available everywhere. You can get on Amazon, Google Play, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, iTunes. Self-Love is available everywhere. So my name is Natalijia. That's spelled Natalijia. Instagram is going to be Natalijia and then music. And then Facebook is just my name, Natalijia. I have a Facebook page on there that I update quite frequently to let you all know what's going on. As far as live shows, I am actually working on that right now for when my EP drops. Mm-hmm. So I have a lineup of things going on to just kind of get out and promote the EP. And so that should be coming up in the near future. I would say maybe within the next 3 to 4 months, I should have some live shows coming up.
Ooh. Yes.
But if you get in touch with my social media, I pretty much post on there frequently, so you won't miss anything.
Yes. And so what about a video for Self-Love? I mean, that would just only be divinely appropriate.
Yeah, so I have a music video out for it. It's on YouTube.
Wait a minute. Hold the front door. What type of interning is going on at this show? How do I not know this? How do I not... Do your homework, Ayana. Trust no one but yourself. Make sure you are always ready and prepared. Are you serious? Do you know that I'm about to go check that out, right? Brothers and sisters, we get a treat. Look, go on YouTube. I know you all are going to, and check out the video, Self-Love by Natalijia. It's going to be... I haven't even seen it yet. I'm already gassing up because I know it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. I'm so excited. That's beautiful. Oh, my gosh. You know what? You're very humble, very well-spoken, very articulate. And you've learned some things. And I can hear it in your voice. And I can hear it in your affirmations and the wisdom that you imparted with myself and with the listening audience. And it's always a breath of fresh air to meet a sister who is not bitter and is willing to survive from, the chaos, willing to still live after the storm. You know what I mean? And I think that's a beautiful thing, and it is expressed in your music. So your fan base, appreciates you too. And I'm just going to speak on behalf of them because I know this is just probably a genuine feeling. Like, we need to hear what you're saying because it helps us heal. And it, like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. I'm so glad that you were created. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. You too.
Thank you. No, I appreciate you. I really thank you for saying yes to this interview. I thank you for participating in May Music. I just thank you for, you could have gone on any other show, and I hope you do go on other shows, but thank you for stopping by the Sister Speak show. And I do want to know if you had a good time this evening.
Absolutely. I really did, and I really enjoyed being able to just talk and, give people a little bit more insight on me. And I just thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and this is not the last time that you will be a special guest on this show. I definitely want you to come back. I would love for you to be a special guest on the show once your EP drops. Once your EP goes in the air. Okay? I cannot wait. I would love to be able to just play your songs. We can play your music, talk about, why you wrote each song. That's what I like to do. I had another special guest, and we just went through song by song. Okay, tell me about this song. What were you feeling? Okay, what about this song? Just so everybody can just really understand the genesis of your EP and just really understand why they're spending their money and why they're going to be telling other people about your music. I have a feeling, and I'm really, really on it about my feelings. I have a feeling I'm going to see you opening up at the Grammys. I'm going to see you. I'm going to see it. I'm going to see you at other platforms. You are going to be, you're already big. It's already done in the spirit. You just have to catch up to it in the flesh. You're going somewhere, my sister. You're already on the road. So you keep doing what you're doing. Please keep doing what you're doing.
Amen. Amen. I appreciate that. Thank you for speaking that into existence. And we're going to keep speaking that into existence until it happens. So,
definitely.
Yeah,
yes. So please keep in touch with me. You know, anything, like I said, if anything you need from me, whether it's a quick 10 minutes to say something to the listening audience, to just get anything out there, you've got it. I'm here for your brand. That's one of the things that we do here on the Sister Speak Show. We really want to provide a platform for people's brands. And with us being syndicated, with us having international listeners, hey, the sky is just one part of heaven that we can go through. So I'm really excited that I got to converse with you. I will definitely send you a copy of this interview and share it with your family members, and I'll definitely let you know the number of plays that we have, because I like to keep my special guests engaged, let them know, look, you got this many amount of plays going on, because it really just boosts confidence and lets you know you're on the right track. So I think we're all pleased, and without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to say I'll talk to you later, but when I hang up, I'm going to be playing your song, okay? Okay, you take care, my sister.
You too.
All right. Brothers and sisters, we must give a round of applause for Natalijia. Brothers and sisters, I present to you Self-Love by Natalijia.
Ooh.
Self-Love by Natalijia. My brothers and my sisters, I thank you so much for being a wonderful, patient, wise, beautiful listening audience this evening for the tour where we cover every aspect of the music industry. I am absolutely intrigued and just absolutely really grateful for my special guest. You know, people don't have to say yes, but they do. And I'm so grateful for it. Brothers and sisters, you know, please support this sister. You know, I'm definitely going to go on YouTube and I'm going to check out the video. I'm here for my brothers and sisters. You know, if you are definitely pursuing your purpose and your passions, I'm here for you. And if you aren't, I'm here for you too. How so? Because I want to encourage you to really activate your purpose and your passions. There's no point in sitting around being bitter, miserable. There's no point in sitting around loathing and seething and trying to sabotage and hating on somebody else because they're getting up, getting out, and getting something, and you're sitting around not doing anything. You know, what's up? We've got to do better. So for those of you who are interested in becoming a special guest on the Sister Speak show on the tour, you know, all you have to do is direct message me. People direct message me. They send me their music. And when I get their music, I listen. If it's something that I like, not only do I want to play your music on my show, but I want to talk to you. I want to interview you. You know, August 6th, the Sister Speak show will be a year. And I am thoroughly blessed that I have over 100 shows. I've done a lot of interviews. When you check my show, you scroll. Your finger is constantly scrolling. It's scrolling because we're making moves. So just like this sister came on this evening, you too can come on. So like I said, direct message me, and you can also email me at thesisterspeakshow@gmail.com. Don't forget, the Little Beauty Cuties audio-visual books are on sale for $10. All you have to do is direct message me. These books are beautiful, well-illustrated, well-narrated, put together by me, my brothers and sisters, and it is for your daughters to stop asking you if you got games on your phone. The new question is, do you have books on your phone? Why, yes, I do. I have the Little Beauty Cuties collection written by Ayanna Holloman. You know, just $10. And, you know, the first book is Leah's First Summer Vacation. The next one is going to be Melanin's Chocolate Sunday Surprise. Adventure. So, look, and then I have Hannah's Bake Sale. I have Princess Anika's Prayer Bubbles coming out. You know, I'm really here for your daughters. It teaches them, you know, diction. It teaches them vocabulary, and it just teaches them self-confidence. So please support my book, $10 for iPad and iPhone only. With that being said, I hope you all stay cool, stay dry, you know, definitely stay hydrated, okay? And do right by yourself. Because when you do right by yourself, you'll have an urge to do right by others. Till we meet again, my brothers and sisters, I'll chat with you later. Take care. I'll talk to you later. Take care.